All right. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. So today we are going to do some programming today. So, okay. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Right. So we have So today is even day. It's even day. We're gonna do C programming. Oops, not this one. Okay. So we will have string. I see. And then we have streaming. Okay, so C programming. So this one should be reset to default. Okay. So we have free code camp. We have doctor. Okay, and then okay, I think that's the same kind of the thing.
Where strong type checking is desirable, a separate version of the compiler is used. This program is called lint. Apparently because it picks up bits of fluff from one's program. Lint does not generate code, but instead applies a very strict check as to many aspects of the program as can be verified at compile and load time. It detects type mismatches, inconsistent argument use, unused or apparently uninitialized variables, potential portability difficulties, and the like. Programs which pass unscathed through lint enjoy, with few exceptions.
Is there programming at all?
Internal. Yeah. Who have written it.
That's a book, I think.
Dot vertical. Science evolve on page 162.
Hey, welcome to Draft Academy. My name is Mike. In this course, I'm going to be teaching you guys everything you need to know to get started in the C programming language. C is an awesome programming language, and it's actually one of the oldest programming languages around. In fact, a lot of modern programming languages are based off of C. So it's a really good idea if you want to get into C, or even if you're trying to get into something like C++ to learn the basics. And in this course, we're going to cover everything you need to know. I'm going to talk to you guys about installing a text editor and using the C compiler, and we're going to write some basic code. I'll talk to you guys about, what is a program and how do programs work and how does C read the instructions that you give it. And we're going to get into some more advanced stuff. We're going to look at things like if statements and loops. We're going to create different variables. We're going to talk about the different types of data that you can use in C. Then we're going to get more advanced. We're going to talk about things like structures and functions. We're going to talk about pointers. And basically, I'm just going to give you a full overview of all of the core concepts in C. So by the end of this course, you'll have a really good understanding and a really good foundation which you can build on. You can kind of go forward and learn some more. I'm really excited to be bringing you guys this basic course on C. I'm really excited for you guys to dive in and start using these tutorials. So feel free to click around through all the videos, and hopefully you'll learn something awesome about C. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk to you guys about getting everything set up to start programming in C on OS X. So if you're using a Mac, then this video will basically show you how to get everything set up. In order to start working with C, we're actually going to need two things. The first thing we're going to need is a text editor. Basically, we're going to use the text editor to write our C programs in. And you can use any text editor that you want to write C programs, but there's actually a special type of text editor, which is called an IDE. It stands for Integrated Development Environment. And it's basically a special environment where we can go to write and run and manage our C programs. So that's the first thing. The second thing we're going to need is what's called a C compiler. Now, C is a programming language. So essentially what we're doing when we're using it is we're writing instructions for the computer. But in C, we're writing instructions that us humans can understand and work with. But in order for the computer to be able to carry them out, they have to be compiled or translated or transformed into a language that the computer can understand. And that's what the C compiler is going to do. It's going to take our C programs and essentially just translate them to a language that the computer can understand. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you guys how to install that compiler, and then we'll get a text editor. So what you want to do on your Mac is go over to the search bar, and you're just going to type in terminal and click enter, and a window that looks like this should pop up. Now the terminal is basically a program that allows us to interact with the computer using text commands. So we're actually going to need to use the terminal in order to do what we want to do. So first thing we want to do is check to see if you might already have a C compiler installed. So in certain circumstances, you might already have one. So you just want to type in cc-v and click enter. And you'll see over here, I have a C compiler installed. So I'm getting all of this information. You can see over here, it says like C-lang, and it's giving me, you know, a bunch of information. If you have that, then you have your C compiler. Installed and you're ready to go. But if you don't have that, I'm going to show you guys how to get it. So all you want to do is just type in Xcode, select, and then the space, hyphen, install. And click enter, and you'll see I'm getting an error here because I already have these command line tools installed. But if you don't already have them installed, and obviously then you wouldn't have that C compiler, then this is going to go off and install everything you need to get that C compiler.
Xcode, select, install. Okay. Ruby, pouring Ruby 3.2.2. Cool.
So once you run that Xcode select command, just type in cc-v again, and you should be getting this version number. All right, so now that we have our C compiler installed, what we want to do is download an IDE. So we want to download a special text editor that we can use to write our C programs in. I'm going to go over here to my web browser, and I'm up here at a website called codeblocks.org. And this is an IDE called CodeBlocks. It's one of the most popular free IDEs for programming in C. So we're just going to come down here to this downloads link, And there should be a few options here: download the binary release, download the source code. We're going to click download the binary release. And you'll see down here we have a bunch of options for Windows, Linux, and Mac. Click the Mac option, and if we come down here, you'll see that here is what we need to install code blocks on Mac. So if you go over to the right side here, there's a link to SourceForge where we can download it. So just click that link and it should start downloading automatically. When that finishes downloading, let's head over to our downloads folder. And you'll see here we have our zip file. So I'm just going to double click on this, and this should give us code blocks. Now all you want to do is just
Hello world.
In this tutorial, I'm going to talk to you guys about getting our first C file set up. So we're going to load up a C file, and we're going to be able to get everything working and test out our program. So I'm going to open up my code blocks program, and this is the IDE that I'm going to be using for the rest of this course. So I'm just going to double click on it, and it should start opening. Once we have code blocks open, you'll see over here there's a bunch of different options.
Okay. So we have
like create a new project, open an existing project. So we're actually going to want to create a new project. So whenever we're going to start writing some C files, we're going to want to create a new project in CodeBlocks. So you can either click this button right here, or you can go up to File, New, and Project. So either way, it's going to bring you to this window over here. And there's going to be a bunch of options here. Basically, just these are different types of like C projects that we can create. What we're going to be doing is creating a console application. This is like just a basic C project that you can run on your computer. That's exactly what we need. So click on console application, then click go. And I'm just going to click through this wizard, and you'll see over here it says C++ or C. Now C and C++ are both different programming languages. For this course, we're going to be working with C, so just highlight C and click next. And we're going to give this a title. I'm just going to call mine draft. And we're going to have to put this project inside of a folder. So I'm going to open this up, and I'm just going to put this on my desktop. So let's click OK, and click Next. You can leave all of these options as the default, and we'll click Finish. So now what we should have is our first C project in CodeBlocks. Now over here inside this little file explorer, you'll notice that draft is right here. So that was the name of the project that I just created. Down here we have this source folder, so I'm going to click down. And you'll see we have this file here called main.c. And this is a file that got automatically created for us by CodeBlocks. I'm just going to right click and open it. And you'll see over here we have some default code. So up here there's these little lines of code that say include. Down here this says int main. So this is the program that we're given by default when we created our C project. And this is sort of like the simplest C program that you could write. Essentially what this program does prints out hello world onto the screen. So in order to run this program and test it to make sure that everything's working, I'm going to come up here and you'll see that there's this green play button over here. And it just says run when I hover over it. When I click this button, this file that we have open right here, main.c, is going to get run. So we're essentially telling code blocks to run this file and execute the program. When I click the run button, we're getting this message that says the project hasn't been built yet. Do you want to build it? Click yes. And now over here, this little window pops up. Basically, this is the command prompt. So whenever I run a C program, this little window is going to pop up. So if I was to exit out of this and run this program again, you'll see this window pops up again. And it basically just executes the program. And in the case of this program, all we're doing is we're printing out hello world onto the screen. That's actually what this instruction does over here. When we open up this command prompt, it's essentially just executing the program and it's printing out whatever we told it to print out. So it's printing out hello world over here. And printing something out onto the screen is really easy, and that's one instruction that we can give to the computer. But as we go through this,
good morning, good morning.
Of course, we're going to learn all sorts of instructions that we can use. But the purpose of this tutorial was just to get our C project set up and to test our main.c file. So as long as everything works here, and you're good to go, and now we can start really learning how to program in C. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk to you guys about the basics of writing a program in C. So if you've been following along with the course, up till this point, we've installed a text editor, we've installed a C compiler, and we set up our first C program, our first C project inside of code blocks. So now, essentially what we have is this file over here. This is that main.c file. I just kind of want to point out a couple things that are in here. First up here, we have these little instructions, which are just called include. And I'm not going to get too much into what those do in this tutorial. Later on in the course, we're going to talk about what these are actually doing, the specifics of how they're helping our program. But for now, just know that in order for us to use our program, we're going to need to have these guys up there. Next thing we have is this little block of code called main. And it just has this name main, and you can see there's an open and closed parentheses. And this is actually what's called a method. And don't worry too much about what methods are. We're going to talk more about those in the future. But essentially a method is just like a container where we can put some of our code. And this method main is very important because this is the method that's going to get executed when we run our program. So in C, we can actually write out a bunch of instructions for the computer, and then we can run our programs. We can tell the computer to execute those programs. And whenever the computer executes our C program, it's going to look inside of this main method. In other words, it's going to look inside of all the code inside of these open and closed curly brackets, and it's going to execute that code. So I have this instruction here. It's called printf. Basically, this is just printing out some text onto the screen. When we run our program, it's going to come into this main method, and it's going to execute all the instructions inside of here, namely this printf method. So if I was to run my program, then this is going to work. Now let's.
I'm curious if I have the same thing that is outside. What does it say? Would that work? No.
Talk about actually running a program. Whenever we want to run a program that we write in C, we actually have to do two things. First thing we have to do is what's called building a program or compiling a program. And basically what that does is it takes all of this C code and it translates it into a language that the computer is going to be able to understand and execute. So it's essentially taking this C program code, translating it into computer code, and then the computer can execute it. So the first thing we have to do is always build our C file. The second thing we have to do is run the file that gets built. So once we've built this program, we've compiled it down into code the computer can understand, we have to run it, basically tell the computer to execute that code. And in code blocks, it's actually really easy to do this. So we can come over here, and this little gear icon will allow us to build our program, and then this play button will allow us to run our program. But a lot of times when you're programming, you're going to want to build and run your code at the same time. right? You're just going to want to build it and run it just to see what happened, see how your program did. So we have this option over here called build and run, and this will both build your program and run it at the same time. So generally, as you're going through this course, you're going to want to be using this option, this build and run option. So when I click this, it'll essentially build my program, run it, and then it'll show up here on this little window. And this little window is basically a console window, you can call it. So a lot of people would refer to this as the console. And it'll just like output any information that we tell it to. So if we write a C program that doesn't output information, that doesn't print anything to the screen, then we wouldn't actually see this. But since we're using this printf command, that window is going to pop up. So let's talk about how these programs actually get executed. Essentially, when we write a program, we have a set of instructions. So when I'm writing a C program, I'm basically writing out a set of instructions. Imagine you were writing like a recipe or something, right? A recipe is essentially just a set of instructions that when executed correctly will result in cooking or baking something delicious, right? And that's basically what these C programs are. It's a set of instructions that when executed correctly will result in the computer doing something for us. And one of the cool things about computers is that we can program them to do anything, and C is one of the best languages to do that with. So let's look at this instruction over here. It's called printf. And like I said, this prints something out onto the screen. You'll notice over here at the end we have this semicolon. And this semicolon is actually really important. So whenever we write an instruction in C, we always want to end it off with a semicolon. That tells C that we're done with that instruction and we want to move on to the next one. So I could actually copy this instruction and I could paste it down here. And now we're basically going to be executing this instruction twice. So if I was to run and build my program, you'll see that we're not only printing it out once, but we're also printing it out twice. When we run our program, the program comes down into this main method, and it looks at all the instructions inside of it. So it starts with this first instruction, it executes it, right? So it prints out hello world onto the screen, and then it also prints out a new line. So this \n is like a new line character, and that'll move the text onto a new line. When it...
I'm curious if I don't put new line, what happens? Oh, C should put automatically the percent sign. That's not good. Oh, that's good.
It's done with this instruction, it moves on to the next instruction.
Oh, hey Stragger. What the heck? See, the percent doesn't appear if your program writes a new line. The percent only appears if your program does not write a new line. I see. Because I was curious that the highlighted percent sign in if it was in bash, it will be in the same prompt. So what I mean is it will be in the same line as the prompt, right? But then I was thinking a way to not do this in Z. because so that it makes me like it makes it look ugly on the console, so like, oh, I need a new line, but it doesn't matter if I see a % sign now, so I can fix it. That's fine. You're quiet? You mean I don't talk too much, or the mic is the volume is too low? Hello? The volume is too low. Quiet. Too far from the mic. Okay. How about now? Hello? Okay. How about I put it like that? Oops. Oops. Okay, that's not right. Hello? Is that better? Hello? Hello? Better, right? Maybe I should yeah, I think this is better. It's hitting the yellowish line, right? But I think you hear some sounds outside. Let's see. Sort of. Okay, can you hear me now clearly? No, it's way worse. This one. Hello? I think. Okay. Yeah. I think it was when you say way worse. Okay, I got it. So I think I need this. Alright. Okay. Alright. So I'll speak a little bit louder so that you guys can hear, but yeah, so essentially, oops, where's my mouse? What? Oh, okay. Alright, so you may ask why I'm learning C. I'm learning C because the driver just drove a car. I'm just kidding. I'm learning C because I have some. I want to appreciate the things that Python give me. So what happens is, when I took a Java course on my university program, I tend to appreciate what Python gives me. So in Java, if you want to print the array, which in Python means the list, you cannot just write system.out.print the array. Or you can do it, but you might need like to string to something to get the whole array. So in Python, you can just print it. Or other way in Java is that you loop through the array and you print it. So I was thinking, wow, I love Python because of how it does. So now I'm learning C because I want to build. I'm taking computer network course this semester. I want to build some programs in computer sockets too, and I could do that in Python, but why don't do it in C? Yeah, so I'm kind of learning bit by bit, and I will do alternating. So I have a plan that I will stream like 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. before I go to university, and then in the even days, in the odd days, sorry, I have written down here, in the odd days I will do some website related. On the even day, which means like the 10th is the even, the 11th is the odd, right? I'll do some C. So we will be alternating here and there, and yeah. Right, so let me read the chat. Why are you learning C like a noob? Arun Sawat. Oh, hey Tankha. What project are you going making C? Maybe do some socket programming, or maybe not sure, but maybe do I haven't think of a project in mind yet, but I should think. Oh, you're right. Right. So I have a list of to-dos, which is first maybe build a round image corners tool. What? Oh, this is like when you know how when you screenshot the image, right? It looks way better when the corners are rounded. So what do I mean? So for example, how would I demonstrate this? Okay, for example, if you have this square block like this, right? Like this. If you screenshot it, and okay, let's see the comparison. Is this not wrong? Let's put it in desktop capture. Alright. So you see, if you screenshot not like normal way, you see like there's no rounded corner perfectly, right? So if I use the thing, if I use this way, then it will look awesome because it's rounded corners and it has some, you know, transparency at the back or somehow, and there's a drop shadow. It looks awesome, right? Much better. So why don't I make a screenshot tool, but whenever I screenshot something, then if I run that tool, it will make it much better. So it will make it rounded corners, you know. So that's one project in mind, right? That's one project in mind. Desktop, let's remove this too first. Okay, it's one project in mind. Another is sharpen image, right? So for example, if I take a screenshot of something, sometimes it's not sharp. So if I use this website, which is for somehow, I don't know, let's see, sharpen image. So this one, yeah, this one. So you can use this to sharpen image, but I have found a way to not pay for this image. Okay, let's demonstrate. How about I take this, I put it here, so it will sharpen the image with this algorithm and stuff, right? Okay, by the way, this is very terrible to do, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, so there you can see after sharpening it and before sharpening it. So once I sharpen it, I can click download, and I can either download it for free or not free, but I found a way to download it for free. So I'm not gonna tell anyone because it's not good. I'm just gonna use this tool for myself. But if you guys want to know, go find out yourself how it works. And yeah, but the main thing, I don't want to share it because it's not ethical. I rather use it, I rather do it, you know. Oh, it added this thing now. Oh, doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, Ladyboy have ethics. Yeah. I have some morals and ethics. Okay, let's get back on track.
So as we go forward and we learn how to write in C, we're going to learn more and more complex instructions. We'll be able to use all those instructions in conjunction with each other to specify some seriously complex programs. But for now, this is really the only instruction that we know, which is printf. So why don't we use this printf instruction in order to draw out a little shape onto the screen. So I'm going to show you guys how we can draw out like a little triangle onto the screen. I'm going to take this printf, and I'm actually just going to get rid of hello world, and I'm going to copy this a couple times. So I'm just going to copy it and paste it down here, maybe 4 times. And what I can do is I can specify instructions to the computer that will tell it to draw out a particular shape. So down here I can make like a /, and over here we'll make another one, and I'll make another one, and I'll make another one. And you can...
What about this project? I think, oops. What? Wait, what? Okay. Oh, this project. Yeah, I was building this. It's done. This project is done. It's like video encoded stuff. Oh, you can make a color. Yeah, you can make the video colors, right? Yeah, it's just playing with stuff. Yeah, I have written C before, but you know, that's why don't just start again and understand it. Super noob tutorial. Really? This is what, a year ago? 2 years ago. I already forgot most of the thing. It was 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. So I already forgot a bunch of things. Yeah.
See here, I've drawn like
Maybe perhaps I can go faster.
a little diagonal line with these forward slashes. Now I'm going to draw vertical bars going all the way down. So here, here, and finally, why don't we draw some underscores on it? So I'm basically drawing out a little triangle shape, and these backslash ends are just printing out a new line. So anytime I print this, it's going to move it onto a new line. So it'll print this guy out now on the line down, the line below. So if I was to save my program and execute it, now the computer is going to go through, it's going to execute each one of these instructions in order, and we'll be able to print out the shape onto the screen. So let's do that. You see over here we get our shape. And one thing I really want to stress is that order map printed out first, and so the computer changed the order. So that's kind of the big area out, and depending on which instruction.
You can read the K and R C book faster than you can watch this. K and R C book. Oh, you mean the legend book? This, okay. The thing is, I'm not so good at reading, and this, I think this book uses C, like very old C, like the way back C language. This one, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. C is old. Why he's teaching you how to draw a shape, he should be teaching how to write C. I think he's demonstrating how printf works.
That'll determine what the program does. As we go through this course, we're going to learn more and more complex instructions. We're also going to learn how we can take simple instructions like printf and do different things with them to make our programs a lot more powerful.
Variables. Wow,
In this tutorial,
nice.
I want to talk to you guys about variables. It can be difficult to maintain and keep track of all that data. And that's where variables come in. A variable is essentially a container where we can store printing storage. I'm calling it, right? So I got a variable man like here. Also storing inside of it. So I'm gonna, in order to start character, I'm just gonna make an open and close jump. Created a variable, and I told C what I wanted to store in the variable. I wanted to store a character. I gave this variable a name. It was character name. And I use these open and close square brackets to tell C that I wanted to store a bunch of characters, not just one. So integer. For the character, this one's program. And it's up here a string variable.
Okay, I kind of remember what is this now. Okay, so let's try. So if I do char. And then if I do hello, well, doesn't work. Oh, I need this. Make it. What? Unused variable? Kidding me? What if I print A? No, this won't work. Will it work? Let's see. No. Okay. Okay. Hello? No. What? Okay, so my understanding is wrong. Wait, how did he do that?
So when I say %s, this is basically a placeholder, and I'm telling C I want %s.
%s, okay. %s new line and then comma. Okay. Alright, makes sense. You get hello. No, you get hi world. Edit. If I do like that, I get hi. Okay.
Yes, and it's going to replace character name there. Even though, so down here, and again, with the have a number here.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Okay, makes sense now. He's doing, it looks like he's doing finger painting. So C have characters, so if you want to print a string, you have to put list of yeah, you have to make an array of character and then print. Okay.
That I want to be placed inside here. So I'm just going to be character age, and we're going to do this one more time down here. I'm going to type %d and character age. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm printing out the value that's inside of character age where I specify this placeholder. So let's go ahead and run our program, and now you'll see it's going to look exactly the same as it did before. It's the same story, the same name, and the same age, except I didn't have to actually type out the character's age and the character's name inside the story. I just referred to the variable. But what's cool about variables is I can come up here, and let's say I wanted to modify the character's age. All I would have to do is modify it in this one spot. So we can change the character's age name to like Tom, and we can also change their age to like 67. And now when I run my program, all of that's going to get updated in the story. So now it's using the name Tom and the age of 67. In our case, we only mentioned the character's name and the character's age a couple times, but you can imagine if I was mentioning this variable like 10 or 20 or 30 times, having to change it in each one of those individual spots would be extremely difficult. So variables are great because we can store the value one time, and then if we want to modify it, we just modify it in one place. Age. Character age, the story, the character's age. So we actually modify are useful. So that's a represent. Now this is just, in this tutorial, I'm going to talk introduction into variables and C.
Okay, but what if I want to print? Is this even possible? Access element. This is not possible. Wait, okay. So I can do this. Array pointer. Oh, okay, makes sense. So once if I have a pointer, then it works because I can point to a different element. So I have to make a pointer. So if I make like a 0, then it will print me a hi. And then if I do %s again, and then point to point 1, and then okay. A minus 1 char without \0 end of the file. Hello equals to hello back. A minus 1 char. What do you mean? A No. A minus. You mean A, the ASCII? If you create a pointer, you probably need to allocate memory for your pointer. Really? I don't have to allocate anything here, and it works. Am I leaking memory? You don't know what are you talking about? No, Malik? What? Do we have some argument in the chat now? Okay, data types. We have int, that's double, okay, fine.
So inside of these single quotation marks, I could put a letter. I could put A, or lowercase a, we could put H, C.
Okay, so let's see. What if, oh my god, this is data types.
2.
Okay, I'm curious. What if I do char, right, and I do B, but then I use double quotes? What happens? And then I use A. Incompatible pointer to integer conversion initializing char. Okay, what if I make a pointer? Unused variable. Okay, what if I print U there? Okay, I use U. Oh, it works. Really? Okay, A. Makes sense. Okay, what if I use, let's say, Stragger? We get Stragger. Oh. What? Your code looks fine. So this works. Oh, is it making an array by default once if I use this? So if I have space and then let's say EGB, I'll get EGB too. Okay, makes sense. So what if I have comma and then this won't work, yeah. But what if I have this? What is this? Access what? Access elements in Scala initialize. What? So if I do 0, no. So this don't work because I don't have this. I'm gonna try it anyway. Warning. Okay. How about I do 1? Okay. Let me read. I have to get familiar with the with some error message here. Well, okay. Access element in Scala initializer. Char warning format specify as char pointer, but the argument has type is char. So what I understand is it's not an array, so I cannot index, but once I make it an array, it works. Okay, but I'm curious how this works. Oh, because this is just pointing to, would this work? And this won't work. This will work. Okay. These error messages are awful. Okay, let's see the data types. Okay, we have double. I forgot some part, which is, so what is like data type? Yeah, data type in C. So I want to know what are the like maximum maximum number that you can fit in the int and stuff, right? So that's very important. So you can fit 2 bytes, okay? You want to log in? No. You can fit 2 bytes, which is what? 16 bits, right? It's 2 bytes. Unsigned short int, you can fit more, okay. Unsigned int, okay. Int, okay. Long int. Unsigned long int. Long int. Unsigned long int. Wow. Unsigned char. Assigned char. Unsigned char. So probably this is the one we normally use, because like ASCII, float, double, long, double. Okay. 2 million. Okay. Let me read the chat. Char pointer a equals to char pointer malloc size of char times word length. What? Careful on Geeks Forgive, they are known for having inaccurate data. The length of each type might vary among architecture. This resources is misleading, Jan. Really? Whoa, my Mac battery is down. No one told me about that. I'm feeling the pain of the MacBook. Okay. Let me charge the Mac first. Let's put it here. Okay. On your machine, long int is not 4 bytes. On your machine, long int, okay, you mean the long int is not 4 byte. Really? Maybe it's because of the architecture. Okay, it's not 4 byte. Okay, let's go to another thing. Okay, low battery. Why are you suggesting that he should allocate his string on the heap? Float, integer, at least 2, usually 4. Long int is at least 4, usually 8. Okay, let's see. Okay, double char makes sense. You can only put a character there. Okay, now this is the part where it's important, because this is the part where I'm confused.
Then after this, I can make open and close square brackets. And this is basically going to tell C that we want to string a bunch of characters together. What we're actually doing...
This is string a bunch of characters together, so I understood it correctly. You make an array of char so that you get a string in C. But in Python, it gives you string. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing here. This resource is also wrong about long interval. What? So many people are getting wrong. Okay. Let me ask ChatGPT. Would ChatGPT get it wrong too? Let's see. Okay, let's make a prediction. Do I have a prediction? Since Strago was doing some prediction. Where's the prediction? Okay, I don't know how to use the prediction. Oh, manage poll, is it? Create poll. Question. Okay. Would ChatGPT tell me Miss information about data types in C. Response yes, no. Duration 1 minute. Start. What? Server error, try again in moment? What? Really? Twitch? Hello? Server error? Can't start a poll? Are you serious? Can't start a poll. They got a server error. Response yes, no. Start poll. Try server error, try again in a moment. Nice. I guess we can't find a poll now. Okay, so data types in C. Let's see what ChatGPT gives me. Okay, we are curious about long int. Long int doesn't have 4 bytes. How data types long int in C. Depending on the platform. Okay. Okay. Right.
Phrase later in the course, these stuff here, we're just gonna use double quotes, and I can type in like a phrase. So I can type in whatever string of text I want.
Okay, so you can make a string like that. So should I think it in a way, in a Python way? So what I'm thinking is like, oh, okay, this is a way to make a string, okay, you know? Or should I think in a C way that, okay, I need to make a array of character which I get a string, rather than thinking, oh, if I do this, then I get a string.
And this will get stored if you give them new values. But you can't do something.
What are you trying to do with the string? Just like printing, like concatenating, like hello plus world. Maybe world is something.
Like that. Yeah, so just know that this.
I mean, maybe world is in a variable, you know.
The types that we're going to be using as more that it's doing is.
Concatenating string is hard in C. Really? Stick to numbers. Stick to numbers. Swagger, he wants a pet. You said concatenating string is hard in C. Let's see. I'm curious. So if I have Swagger, and if I have okay, and I want to concatenate these two people, so I can do, I can either do this way, oops, I can either do this way, which I get correct. That's what my expected output. So my expected output is this, right? I can either do this way. Well, that's not concatenating. That's just printing. Oh, right. Yeah, never mind, Stragon. This is not concatenating. This is printing two variables. But if I want to concatenate, it means that I want to put a char here, and then I want this. So what if I want this? How can I do this and put it in the chassis? So let's search. Okay, concatenate to in C. Concatenate to start. So he have this, cool. String cat. The way it works, malloc memory large enough so that string 1 and string 2, then copy string 1 to string 3, then append string 2 and to the string 3. When you're using string 3, you normally want to free it. Whoa. Okay, so we have, he initialized the variable, he assigned the variable, he make, so the variable is a pointer. So he make a pointer, and then he malloc. Okay, you get the string length. Okay, you make that so that the string t have like okay, it is concatenation. You just never store it in a result. You would need to first make an array which is big enough to hold the final string. 2, copy the data from the first string into the final string. 3, copy the second string into the final string. The answer uses malloc, but you don't need malloc in your particular case. Malloc isn't bad. Okay, the malloc isn't bad. Okay, so what I understand is, let me go here. Why it's okay? All right. So what I understand is, I need to create. So this is not a pointer. This is just a thing. Okay, I'm not gonna create a pointer. I'm gonna do like, okay, that. So this is making it so that, let's try. Okay, if I do malloc 1 plus string length a, so if I print string length a, I expect to get 3. Now I can't do it in the Python way. Okay, so it's supposed to be like that. What's this? Unsigned long int. The format specify int, but argument is unsigned long. Okay, so L D. What is, how to get unsigned? God damn it. Data types and C. Okay, maybe Wikipedia is correct. What is it? Unsigned long int. Unsigned short. Unsigned long int. Okay. LD. Okay, LD. What? Call to undeclared library functions. Okay, maybe I need to import something. No, I don't. Memory? Do I need to import memory? No, I need to import memory. Okay, fine. So I expected to get 3. No. Okay, let's remove this. Expect. What? Unused variable. Okay, 3. Perfect. So 1 minus 3. I would do this SHA-100. Length, return the size t. So you actually want to do size t. Actually want to do this. Oh really? Size t. What is size t? Sign int. Oh, sign. No. Size t. Okay. Alright. So let's see. Let's try this way. So it says that oh, so it allocates the memory 1 plus the string length. Okay, and then plus, oh, because it's plus 1 to put the null, right? That's what I think so, if I understand. Whoa, what was that? You guys see that? You guys saw that? B. What? How come I have a bunch of add sign? If I put what? B. G. I'm typing A. Whoa. Did it already allocate memory already? Typing in Vim. It's your fault for installing Vim plugin. Okay, let's fix that. That's no good. Oh. So I have 2 Vim plugins. Just this. This is for the Django. This is for syntax highlighting. And that's it. And then I have I think it's the list something. Yeah, what's wrong with this? This looks correct. If it's, yeah, and then use tab, yeah. What? Why does it show @ sign? I don't want that. What? You should just go with Strager's way for now and stack allocate a big array. Life hasn't been so easy since I converted to VS Code. Okay, let me try this first, and then I'll try a Strager way. God damn it. Okay, so malloc this one. Expected one more. No. Printing F and mallocing what? Okay, so char C. Okay, unused. Okay, I could do this. Wow. Okay, and then if I do st copy string a copy to C, A. Okay, take A, copy to C, and then take concatenate B to C. So you copy it and then you concatenate. Okay, and then you print F. And then you do zip. Okay, and then you said that C. Now it's a bunch of crap. Incredible pointer declare I saw 660 later implicate. Okay, I'm gonna ignore this and run. This is what I care. So I can't do that. I need a pointer somehow. Oh, if I put a pointer, then it fixes a bunch of things. Okay. Call to undeclared function string copy do not support. What? Do not support. Oh, okay. So if I now it supports. No, it doesn't support. Oh, so you, how about like that? No. Chat. The sweet light team, dude. Malloc uses byte to allocate memory, so you need size of. What? Okay, I think I'm confused. But let's do the Schrager way. Where's the Schrager's way? Okay, his Schrager way will tell the size first. Right? Schrager will tell the size first, and then he will. Okay, and then he will do this. So would this work? This won't work. It's copied. Why that this doesn't work? So this doesn't work because some reasons. It says no declare here. Why do I get warning here but not there? Okay. Call to undeclared function. Copy. Is that cappuccino late? No, it's cappuccino late latte. Oh, you mean the theme? No, this is solarized light. It doesn't work. Why not? Why doesn't it work? Why? Why? You copy there, you string cat does, and then you want to print and it doesn't work. Maybe I need to make all this a pointer. Maybe? No. Pointer? No, it doesn't work. Okay. Pay attention to the linter error. Call to undeclared function. ISOs. Oh, it doesn't support this anymore. Wow. Okay. That's no good. Oh, it's like that. There we go. Ta-da! You're misinterpreting. Really? I got it to working. Yay! Yay! Got two guns. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so let's do some. Okay.
And it basically works.
Okay, printf makes sense. This is for int.
As a placeholder by another.
This is for string.
There's your string of text.
Curious now. So if I have EGB and I want to tell that handsome person this, and then if I do like this, which is saying that I want string, and then if I do a, would that work? That will work. Okay, so I need to do that. Okay, it's gay for me. Okay, ugly then. Ugly. Okay, so %s is to print out characters. Okay, what is %s? Okay, I can listen to this guy.
Say number, more text, and it's using multiple components. Now when we run this, so it's going to look here, and I can say, so I can include some more trim. Similarly, I can also specify another one. So over here, I could say %s, and you'll notice that this is structured similarly to %d. %s is basically going to allow us to include some text. So I can include some more text just like this. So if I said %s, I can make another comma here, and I can say number. And now this is going to print out my favorite %s. So it's going to look for this string of text over here. It's going to insert that in, and it's going to say 500. So now when we run this, it'll say my favorite number is 500, comma, and I'm specifying these for each of them. This is going to allow us to print out a decimal number. So I can say like build this.
Okay, what's this F? Okay,
so number specifiers in order to include different like to out inside of this. So you can come over here. This out %c. So now we can say my chart. And
oh, %c. Oh, %c. So if I use just %c, then I will get just E, right? No, H. What? No. Why do I get H? Because it's just a character. If I get H. What? How rude. Okay, cool then. I get H. A, B, C, D, E, H. Oh! I get H because it's plus 1. Wait, if I do print F and then I do D and then I do E, I get the number, some number. I don't get. Oh, this doesn't make any sense. I get H. What is this saying? Let's see. God damn it. Oops. Oh. Alright. Whoa. No. Okay, it's saying that format specify type int, but the argument has char pointer. But I'm getting H. Do you guys know why I'm getting H and not E? A, B, C, D, E, H. Maybe if I minus 1, I get G. A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Your A variable is not char. Your A variable is not char. It's not a character. Yeah. But if I want to just print the character, then I have to index 0. Alright. So if I want to print the string, then this would segmentation for. S means print all of the things. No need to specify to me. Just give me the thing you want to print. Okay. If I use, say, oh, I want the B, then I do number 2. Can you give me the B, please? The B. Okay. Your variable A is an array. Okay. It's an array. Okay. Alright, makes sense. Okay. That's good.
And you'll see that.
So by the way, if you guys not Shrek. So I have always my tendency when I type Twitch, I always type like S to go to Striker's stream every time. So no, it's my stream. So if you look at the schedule now, so I'll be streaming 5 to 7, yeah. So I'll be leaving soon after 20 minutes, but just to say, I'll be streaming every day like 5 a.m. my time, so it will be in your time like around 3, starting from 3, right? I guess you guys living in Austin would be some here, just no, 6, 5. So in Austin 5, in LA 3 p.m. okay, right? So yeah, so be sure to come by if you want to see some C programming on website. Why aren't you doing code jam? Okay, stop pimping out Stragger. Austin close enough. Why aren't you doing code jam? because yeah, why aren't I doing code jam? I didn't really think about the code jam. I applied for you. I applied to be partner of you, but I didn't get selected. But which is fine. I enjoy watching you programming with mate. But I was thinking like I will just watch and do my other learning because I also have school, you know. So yeah, school takes a lot of time of me. Yeah, but nevertheless, I made a schedule. The thing is, I couldn't program a lot and stream a lot because first reason is I take too much time to review the lectures. So from now onwards, I will take 1.5 hours to review each lecture, right? And then I have more time to stream now, right? Because I made like some schedule, if you can see. I think you can read here, but yeah, some schedule. So I'll be streaming a lot, right? And yeah, so and I also have so I have some plans to do. So some plan is like, you know how the nowadays website, like not nowadays but some website has a tour, like before you enter the website you can tour like a software. When you install a software you can tour. It will say, oh, click this, click that, start the tour, end tour, you know. You can, it will give you like a brief tutorial. Text is backward. Really? This is my right hand. How is that backward? I don't think so. Oh, right, it's back. No. Is it? Oh yeah, it is. It is backward. Maybe I need to flip. Transform. Flip horizontal. It's still backward. Transform. Flip horizontal. The tour. Okay, never mind. So I was saying the tour, right? So I never have thought that I would implement the tour, but it's interesting that I should implement it because I don't know. And that's the fun of programming, when you don't know how to implement and then you implement. So I'm gonna make some website and then add tour, and then I'll add some tracking, like user tracking, user clicks. And then because I'm doing that because I'm taking data science course and I learned some data science. So I'm gonna show you guys some data science here in my school. So okay, let's open Anaconda here. Data science. Jupyter. This one. So I have a bunch of data science here, so I can clean up the data, visualize the data, and a bunch of stuff. Right? So I have some plans for projects, and then you can use some data science for backend, displaying it, it'll be epic. It'll be epic. Right. So that's one plan. And then C is for computer network. So might do some socket programming in C once I, get some grabs on C. But disclaimer, I already did C before. I already made a project in C, but I just forget. I forgot a bunch of stuff. So the tutorial will be just like 2 days, 3-day max, and then start doing projects. Okay, let me read the chat. They don't let you into America if you don't know the time. If you don't know what time is in each 50 states. If that is the case, I won't remember all 50 states. I will just remember the state that are in East Coast, West Coast, and then the Central. Because all the East Coast has the East Coast time, all the West Coast has the West Coast time, and all the Central meaning that in the middle, like Texas and stuff, have the time. Am I correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Because he be in a team like mine. Because he be in a team like mine. What? Mate like desktop environment mate? No, mates. MEET. What is this? The above thing and then S. His name is mate. I have to carry the whole team? Really? Oh, so Zippy, you're doing the code jam. See? Review the lecture now. You just get the past year exam and study them. Don't go to the lectures. Oh, so you mean get the past paper, do the past paper a lot and go to exam? That I think we don't have that past papers and stuff. Those two sucks, right? Some really sucks. Data science, panda, numpy, you classified distance. My English is the best, perfect for teaching. Okay, let's start doing. So this is float, makes sense.
And you can see I can run my program and it'll print out 8.9. You'll notice that it's printing out not just 8.9, but it's also printing it out to a very precise decimal point. And that's what C is always going to do. So it's always going to print it out to a very precise decimal. So using these decimals, I can do all sorts of stuff. So obviously I can just print out the decimal, but I can also do things like math. So I can say like 5.0 plus 4.5. And this is going to go ahead and be able to do that for us. When I run my program, not only is it going to print this out, but it's going to do the actual math operation. You see we get 9.5. So in addition to addition, we can also use subtraction, division, which is going to be a forward slash, and multiplication, which is going to be an asterisk. And you can use all but if I was to change this to 4, the integers, for example, it's multiply. But it's 1 with 1, get an integer entire answer back. So we're going to get 1 through variables. So it's variable with.
Okay, so it makes sense that if I do 4, I'll get like 1.25. Am I doing something wrong here? Really? This is not it.
Dealing with.
Oh, I see. Oh, what? Okay. So this should be one of them should be float. So 1.25. Okay. If I just do this, I expect to get 1. Cool. Alright, makes sense. Cool. If you divide 2 integers, you will get an integer result. Yep, makes sense.
So if I said, so it'll give us 2 cubes.
Oh, you can do power like that. Okay, so power 2, 3. double. No. Power should be integer. It's a whole number. What? Oh, I need math. Include. Needs double? Why? Double is what? F? No, that's float. 8. What? No. Double. Let's see. Double is LS. Long. Okay, double. No. If you chop one person in half, they are still whole. Thanks Jesus. Why does this? I expect to get just 8, right? I want just 8, not float. Long int LD that's not right.
So I wrote my program. Raise the third another the square L, which stands for C.
Oh, it just works with float. Okay, how do I make float to int in C? So cast, oh, you can cast it with the int. I see. Like that. Ah. Okay.
So back, we do another one.
You can cast the result. Okay.
4 will be 36. By add and subtract. Which any of the my set factor.
Comments fine.
D2. But D can't be
Constant.
Modify this value down. So say const getting highlighted in red. That's because I can't modify.
Okay, let's try that. So const int. Okay, let's do const char. Let's do dragon. And okay. Unused, fine. And if I say I want this to become expected expression, so I can I do this? Can I assign some can I assign some characters in array of character and then assign again with different characters? So what I mean is I assign the string stragger to A, and I don't want to do that anymore. I said I want this. Is that possible? A. That's what std copy is for. Okay. So I can't do this, right? I can reassign the variable. right? So I can reassign the variable. You can reassign to the array variable now. I see. But then, okay, to answer my question, so I need to have this, right? And then I need to say str copy to b here, and then explicit size, let's make it 10 for now. Oh no, I don't want to copy the straggler. I want to make a to EGB. So if I do EGB, why is learning C? Because to appreciate what Python give me, and I'll do some project in C too. Yeah. Learn Go instead? No, I don't want to learn Go. I want to learn some lower language now to understand more. So I can't do this. Go is lower? No. C is the best. C is the best first language to learn? No. I have some suspicion that if I were to start learning C, like my first language, I would have quit. I would have stopped programming, I think, because it's hard and it doesn't make sense. But if they were to start in Python, it would be easy. It would be like, oh, you can do this, do that, you know, like, I mean, you can assign, okay, you can reassign. It's more like natural to understand, while C is not natural. C is like you're doing the favor for the computer, while Python is doing the favor for you. Yeah, right. Every language has hard when you're the first timer. Yeah, it was hard. Any favor? Really? You don't realize that in Python you can print the array, you can assign the array, you can make an empty, like, how do I say, you can do a bunch of stuff in Python. You can just print an array just like that, just print it and you get an array. That's the first thing. The second thing is you can append, remove, like pop, insert easily with just .pop, .insert or something. While in other languages, oh my god, you have to move every index to the right side, and then you put your element in there, and then you shift it. That's what I need to do. How do I find the index of the first none in my list? How do I find, okay, let me read the you are just racist against white space. How do I find the index of the first none in my list? You index 0. So How do I find the index? Okay, so you have a list. You said you have a none, right? And then index 0. Wait. What? Why does it doesn't print? So if a equals to like 1, if I type a 0, it should give me 1. Is correct. If list equals none and 1, if I do list this, it should give me none. This should give me 1. Okay, where's the none? Where's none? Print none. But where's none? Equals to none. There you go, it's true. Here, you got it. That's not what he mean. What if the list has other item beside none? Okay, so list none and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, Python is for human. Yay. I'm no I don't know, but isn't none supposed to be nothing? Why you're surprised with getting nothing? I expect to give me none, but it doesn't. But okay, so you're saying that the list is 42, 69, none, and 420. I want it to tell me 2. I want it to tell me 2. What? You okay, the time is there. You want it to tell me 2? What 2? You don't even have 2 in the list. How are you gonna get 2? Time is up in stream. Okay, this is the last bit. What do you mean? I want it to tell me 2. You want this 2? This one? List 2 is none. I want the Python to solve it for 2. Okay. So list 2. Okay, let's none. Okay. List 2. 2. List. There you go. Isn't it? Am I doing something wrong here? Is that what you want? Thing is, yeah. Alright, anyway, with it an hour of C, Jan is officially retarded. What? How? You said list 2 is none. I want Python to solve it for 2, which I interpret that you want none to be 2. Because I want Python to solve for 2. What do you want to solve? Do you know what an index is? Yeah, so index is this. So 0 would be 42, 1 would be 69, and 2 would be none, and then 3 would be this. I'm purely retarded. Is that what you need? Isn't it? Anyway, it's time is up. We did some programming. We understand some C. All right, so we have to catch up with this. Anyway, maybe after school, I'll be streaming again. Yeah. Here's a different angle. If you don't know what is in the list, how would you find none? If you don't know what is in the list, how would you? Okay, if you don't know what is in the list, okay, so let's say this is the list. I don't know what is in the list, right? I'll close my eyes. I will write for I in list, and then I will say if I equals to none, print I. Okay, I'll make it like this. Okay, I don't know what is in the list. I make the count. Okay, let's say I make the index equals 0. I say for I in list I here. No, that's wrong. Index for I equals 1, 3. Yeah, you minus 1. Is there anything? Yeah, you can do like this. Index 0. You loop to the list. You check if I is equals to none. If it's equals to none. Oh no, I did it wrong. This one, you index the list, you increment this, you check it, and then you print it. 2. So complicated. JavaScript is easier. Also, you failed. Okay, never mind. Alright, maybe later. What if there is more than one nuns? Okay, let's try that. None. Okay, so we have none here, right? Index this. If there's 2 none, I will put it in a dictionary. No, I won't put it in dictionary. What I'm talking about? No. Wait. Okay. There you go. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 2 and 4. Or maybe if you just want the first one, you do this, plus it, take this, print it, and then once it reaches, you break it, so you get 2. You break it. Okay, anyway, you did it. You did. Sort of. Yeah. So what was this all about? To say Python doesn't do favor for you? This is all here. Okay, anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you Strager, thank you MT Grocery Bag, thank you Sippy, everyone. Yeah, really enjoy the stream. I hope you enjoy my stream too. I'll be streaming often, very often from now onwards. And yeah, if you want to check the VOD, is that how you say VOD? Yeah, the VOD of the stream, you can go to YouTube and they will be there, because Twitch apparently doesn't allow the video to be more than a week. After that it will remove. So you can go here, go check if you want to see. And yeah, thank you to me. Yeah. thank you Daima. Is it how you said Daima 60? You're welcome. Bye, loser. Okay, bye. By the way, Striker, you'll be streaming today? Oh no, it's Sunday. It's Sunday for you, right? Yeah, it's Sunday. I think you won't be streaming. Okay, so sorry, I have blank screen. I don't see anything. You are showing ads to us. I have an ad block. No, I'm not showing ad to anyone. No. That's right. What do you mean blank screen? That's racist. Okay, anyway, yeah, so who do you want to rate? Do you want to rate someone who's new? Let's help someone. The main goal is to live life. That's my philosophy now. You live life, you help someone, and then you feel gratitude, and then the world become better. So let's do software development. Being black is not racist. Let's rate some girl and roast her. No. If she's programming, then fine. Let's help someone who just started. Recently started. Let's help someone. Maybe let's help. Any rate suggestion? Game dev, new GTP version, remaking my programming language in Ruby. Ooh, how about that?
That's true, I do.
Making programming language in Ruby. Is it interesting for you, making programming language? Python, right? Back to lead code, grinding. Yeah, I think we can help some. Yeah, I think we can help people lead code, but I'll be like leaving anyway. If I raid, then I have to join and type something, but fine, I won't raid. Okay, so anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and yeah, see you later, maybe after 5 hours or something. I'll be back to stream after I finish schoolwork. So bye bye.